here where I'm at. I'll say one thing, Cynthia. If that don't light your fire when you hear that song we sang, the wood's way too wet. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is, for y'all out there, and I don't see anybody out there I don't know, Jackie Trim. I'm a United States Marine Corps Vietnam veteran. I'm proud of it.
Hoorah!
It's my pleasure and been asked to say a few words at this gathering today, and it's quite honoring to me to do that. It is for good reason that we gather here today with countless other Americans across the nation to honor our fallen comrades. Regardless of race, creed, or political persuasion, we gather to remember those who answered our nation's call and willingly laid down their lives for our freedom, mine and your freedom. Many of us have cherished memories of friends with whom we shared a foxhole with, a K-ration can with. Many of us have those memories. As the decades slip by, we remember our last goodbye and reflect on the brief moments we had with those who now absent friends. We remember the time shared laughter, the tears, and our plans for the future as though it was only yesterday. There are many hopes and dreams and plans that were never realized because a lot of them's lives was too short, cut very brief. And that's what we're here today to celebrate, those guys, those women, those military folks. During the Vietnam era, I knew a young Marine who made that sacrifice of which I'm speaking. And many of you will remember him also. He was our own Dennis J. Oliver, younger brother of Bruce Oliver, who was killed. He was Bruce Oliver, who was a good friend of mine. And Dennis didn't make it too long in Vietnam. But I want to point out to you one thing about Dennis Oliver. He didn't have to go because Bruce was already serving over there. Dennis went because he was an American, a Marine, and he felt like it was his duty to go. We need a lot of people like that in this world today to fight for our freedom. Words cannot adequately describe the magnitude of the sacrifice of such men and women. We can only work to teach, and we need to do a better job of this. The present and future generations, there is no freedom without bravery. And those we honor today were brave when it counted most. And that's when it got down to giving the ultimate their all. Our intent today is not to speak of the glory of battles or to heap praise on anybody as a heroic individual for things they did during the war, but rather to honor those soldiers, sailors, Marines, air, whatever it might be, who died in some foreign land. That's what we're here to do today. They were people just like us. When they were tested in battle, they reached down deep and found that same sustaining courage upon which this great nation was founded. They were different in many ways, yet somehow all were unified in the same spirit and purpose. They did not choose the events of the world. They did not choose the circumstances that they were thrown into. Those events and circumstances chose them. And that's the way most of that happens. Don't worry about my hair, folks. I ain't.
Got a brush.
While it's tempting to stand over these folks' graves and mourn these patriots, their courage and sacrifice are better honored by remembering their patriotism and pride. They raised their right hand and swore to defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. They never shrank or wavered from that oath, even at the cost of their own lives. And today we can go out and celebrate, you and I, today because of that. We can celebrate life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness because of their service. And that's what we're all about here today, their service. For many citizens today, the significant Memorial Day is lost, and that's a shame. It's lost in commercialism, and it's lost also in backyard barbecuing, and a lot of things that go on during Memorial Day. It's just a shame. But those of us here today recognize the magnitude of the accomplishments of those patriots who fought for something greater than themselves while protecting a home to which they never returned. No matter how different these soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen are from one another, they believed in one commonality. America will always be a home that must be, folks, it must be protected, must be guarded at all price. May we always remember that, and that may God continue to bless us with that remembrance, with those individuals who paid it all, paid the ultimate sacrifice, gave it all to protect our freedom, that we might be here today to do what we're doing today, honoring them in a free society, in a free country. God bless their families. God bless the military. God bless the United States of America. Thank you.